Hey, what's up guys, my name is Severman and welcome back to another video on my channel. So 2 weeks ago I made an emotional progressive house break from scratch and a lot of you guys requested me to continue this FLP and to make a drop from scratch, and this is exactly what we'll be doing in today's video. So I'm not going to be doing the drop like 100% from scratch because I will continue the FLP that I already started in the other video. So let's dive right into the FLP again. So I'm just gonna play the chorus again so that we kind of get it back into the song. So that's what the chorus pretty much sounds like, and last time we didn't actually make any melody because we were just focusing on the break and the build up kind of. So the first thing that I'm going to do in today's video is to create our drop melody, because that's basically the main thing in the drop, our melody. If the melody is off, the whole drop will be off. So first thing we're going to do is the melody. Let's go. So I'm just going to use that break piano that I already have in here. It's like this true pianos. So before I started recording this video, I already took a listen to the entire FLP again, and I do already have like a little idea for a melody. So let me just try to create that melody that I have in my head. And the way I do this, I just try out the notes and I just kind of click them in. So there's no like fancy tricks or anything. I don't know, it's just like about finding the notes and clicking them in. It already sounds cool, but I'm not 100% happy with it yet. So let me try to adjust a few notes again. I think this note already did the trick. I'm really happy with this one. So let's keep this melody and let me paste it like that. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, you can also create a variation in the last bar right here, but I think it's fine for this drop. All right, so let me now take the break chords, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste them into this pattern here as well, and I'm gonna set the rhythm of my chords to the rhythm of the melody to have those matched. Like that, but I think I'm still not 100% happy with the melody. I think I'm gonna put this one there and then this one as well. Yeah, I think I prefer this. So then what I do always next is I try to find the right sounds already, or not the right sounds, but I at least try to get into the right direction with the sound design or sound selection. So let's try to find some cool lead layers now for the melody. So the first one that I think I'm going to be using is a staccato string from the Flex preset, from the Flex plugin. This one's really cool. And yeah, it's a native FL Studio plugin, so that's really cool. So I think next time I'm gonna open up a Nexus. This one's actually one of the presets that we use with my baby. And also one thing that I'm going to do is I'm gonna shorten the notes by a little bit. So what I always do is I set it to 1/4 step, and I just shorten them like that. Just makes the attack or the punch of each note a bit cleaner. I'm also going to do that with the chords. All right, so now it's just about trying out presets and finding one that is kind of complements with the layers that we already have. So let's go. So now we have one string and two like supersaw type of sounds. Next up, I think I'm gonna try to layer another piano to these three layers. I think this one, the power grand piano, sounds quite clean and quite cool together with the other ones. So for now, let me route these guys to one bus channel real quick so that we can process them a bit. The first thing that I always do is I open up an EQ and I kind of like define the range for the leads, and I always put the high cut to 16 kHz. And then with the low cut, like depends, usually around like 200 Hz. You just need to make sure that you don't take away of the actual sound. You just want to make sure there's no like rumble in there. As you can see, there's like some rumble by, I think the piano is causing that one, like in the 100 Hz range, and we don't want that. It's not really part of the actual range the leads are playing in, so that should be fine for now. Then next up, I open up a second EQ usually, and then I kind of do some fine tuning with the leads, but I'm not gonna do that yet because we don't have any other sounds yet. So next up, I always open up a P controller and a reverb, and yeah, I always set these up by right-clicking on the wet signal, and then I basically route this one to the P controller peak, set this one to inverted, there you go. There you have a super clean reverb already, goes really fast as well, as you can see, which is always good. I think we could add one more plucky type of sound to the leads in order to add a bit more attack and punch to each note, because I feel like that's what they're lacking right now or missing. So I'm just going to use another Nexus and I'm going to try to find a cool pluck. I think this one is pretty cool. Just adds like a little bit of punch to each note, which is really cool, I think. So next up, I'm gonna try to find some saw type of sounds for the chords because we already have the piano. But the piano by itself isn't enough. So usually what I do is I layer a piano for the chords and like a saw type of sound as well. This one sounds great, so let's do some processing with this one as well. Cool, next up let's throw in some drums real quick. Alright, so here we go, this is the kick drum. So the classic progressive kick that everyone uses. Then I created some type of tom by actually duplicating the kick drum and adjusting like the knobs in here a bit. Then we have a clap and a ride. This one. And the crash. Let's add 2-3 more downlifters. Alright, so I got this one right here, as well as this one. I just add some more high end to the drop. So right now it's obviously still completely unmixed and stuff, and there's no sidechain on the chords and stuff. So yeah, let's throw some sidechain on them. Let's also throw some sidechain on the leads. Obviously the volumes don't need to be nailed at this point. I think actually what I kind of forgot is a bass line. So let's add a bass line now. So what I always start with is a pretty much a basic sine wave, you can say. So for that I'm just going to use the 3's oscillator. So the sub actually sits in a really good range, like it's around the 50-60 range, which always really good for your sub because it gives you a lot of nice like body to the drop. But what I also sometimes do is I select the second oscillator and I put it an octave up so that we basically cover 2 octaves with the sine sub or whatever. And then I always put my mid basses on top of this one. So for the mid basses, I like to use Spire a lot. And this one is a really nice aggressive bass that usually works well for a progressive bass line. But I'm gonna add a second one, probably just like a supersaw type of mid bass layer or something to kind of, you know, add some more frequencies to kind of get a warmer, richer sound. But we can actually just do this one from scratch. Like it's a very easy sound. So let's see how these 2 or these 3 actually sound together. Yeah, I think that sounds good already. So what I'm gonna do is I will put the 2 mid basses to one channel. Gonna put an EQ on here to also like define the range for these because we don't want to have the sub and the mid basses because that's what we have the sub for, obviously. Then let's also route the sub to a channel. Yeah, we don't actually need to do any EQing really on this one yet, I think. So I'm just gonna throw on some sidechain. I like to use gross beat for my sub bass because, you know, it allows you to be a bit more precise. Alright, so let's add the bassline to the other elements. I think I'm actually gonna boost the high end in the leads a tiny bit. I think next up I'm gonna throw in some ambient sounds to kind of put more emphasis on the emotion in the drop to make it, yeah, kind of, you know, more emotional. It's always good for progressive house. So I found this Manse girl voice sound, which always works great. Obviously it's, you know, it's like the whole drop in general is not the most unique one, but it's not about creating the uniquest progressive house drop. I just want to show basically how to create a progressive house drop in general and kind of what it takes. I think I'm just gonna like leave this one in here and I'm gonna try to implement this one to the drop, and you can really see how this one helps to make the drop emotional. So let's play it. I think I'm also gonna put this one on the sides. Let's also put some reverb. Let me also add the famous Manse up real quick. It's so good. Let's also add some fill sounds real quick, like maybe like an impact or something, sub drop and a snare maybe. Alright, so I found this cashmere snare fill, then I put another like uplifter to the song, like white noise sweep, like a big snare and this impact, and together these sound like that. Then in the second half of the drop I also added this Alessio riser from the build up of the song. And then I also added this, what is it called, like a shaker loop, basically. And I also added another white noise down lifter, also to the beginning of the drop. And I think now we actually got a pretty cool result. Like, it's not perfect, obviously. I literally made this now in, what is it, like an hour or something. So yeah, let's just listen to the whole drop again. So let's go. I think the idea is really strong. Again, it's not perfect, but the idea is there, and you could go in and, you know, maybe work some more on the lead sound design or something. I think they could maybe sound a little better, but I think that's actually a pretty good result for this YouTube tutorial. So also, again, as with like the break that I created, you can grab this one for free. Just check out the link in the description. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did so, comment with the feedback, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.